What about elsewhere in Asia? You know, we spent the vast majority of the time on this call thinking about China, a little bit on India. Anything else jump out to you, whether it is Korea and what's transpired with the Kospi, or any market in particular within the ASEAN group? And there's been a little discussion on Vietnam, but there is Thailand, there is
Hmm.
Indonesia.
I would say that after 1997, the tigers, the Asian tigers, are not so much of tigers anymore. I would say that we really like specific plays, and even outside of the tigers, I would include South Korea. We don't feel constricted by the tribal structure. It's very similar to the Keiretsu in Japan. We don't feel constricted in that department. In fact, we think that the semiconductor industry that crosses Japan and South Korea is probably very key. Because incidentally, remember that the aggressive stance of China towards Taiwan is not just this sort of nationalistic territorial kind of claim. China needs Taiwan to pimp up their ride from a semiconductor point of view, which is part of trying to getting out of that story of a middle income trap. When and if, I would say, China manages to steal away back uh, Taiwan, then we probably should see an acceleration in high tech, which is homegrown, and that was probably it's going to be the most contributing factor for China to get out of that middle income trap. So no, Southeast Asian countries, no, from an ETF point of view, no, from countrywide point of view, but yes, from specific companies' point of view, because the single policies of each one of these countries, as an alternative to China, can represent the perfect ground for specific companies to continue their growth, also from a semiconductor point of view.